What's up, everybody? Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media. Yes, we are talking some college basketball today as the Alabama Crimson Tide have a pretty good matchup against the Clemson Tigers. And where have we seen this before? I wonder. College football, of course. They've met 4 times in the college football playoff. And, of course, Nick Saban and Dabo Swinney. This is a little bit different in terms of it's basketball. I mean, what do you expect? Let me look something up here. I forgot this in my notes. But I mean, like I said, it's different because it's basketball. This isn't for a championship. This isn't for a ring. No, this is just for a record. This is just a win. So, 13-year head coach, Brad Brownell. Let me double check if that's right. Hold on. So, Brad Brownell is in his 14th season for the Clemson Tigers. He comes in, his squad in this game is undefeated, 5-0, but they have yet to play a road game. They played a little bit of neutral site, I believe, but outside of that, they've been at home. Alabama, they're at home tonight. Coleman Coliseum, don't want to miss it. 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. If you got your tickets, let me know if you're going to the game. Alabama's favored by 9.5. The over-under, let me read that, 159.5. And Alabama has basically a 79% chance to win. So what has happened for Alabama recently? Well, Brandon Miller's gone. The lead scorer in points is Mark Sears. And he's pretty much leading the offense. He's pretty much a second or third year guy. He has 20.3 points that leads the team. We have a transfer come in this year, and Grant Nelson, who's a forward, 6 rebounds for him, and also 2 blocks on the year. Aaron Estrada, really just a young team outside of really Mark Sears. You have Rylan Griffin, Jaron Stevenson, Nick Pringle comes back, Davin Cosby, I'm sorry. I could go down the list. Just a really young team. Do I think Alabama can make a run at the NCAA tournament? I think they might get a first round, but they might get bounced, honestly, this year. That's just my opinion. They've looked good so far, but it's going to get tougher and tougher and tougher, and you got to play the SEC tournament. I just don't think that they could repeat as regular season champs, and I don't think that they'll repeat as SEC champs, tournament champs. I don't know who to expect out of that, but I don't think it's going to be Alabama unless we see some major improvement, which not to say that it's been bad. It's just that, I mean, the only thing that is a red flag to me was getting bounced by Ohio State at home, 92-81. Which, by the way, I don't even think that was at home. That was one of those classics, or it was like an Emerald Classic, I think is what they called it, Emerald Coast Classic. And this was in Raider Arena. I don't even know where that is. So, but Alabama went there and they lost by 11. So, Ohio State beats Alabama, but they've looked pretty good since then. They've had one other game where they won by 8 points against Oregon. So they're playing all these Power 5 teams that you'd love to see on the regular season schedule in football. Now they're playing Clemson tonight on November 28th. Again, a 9:30 tip-off Eastern time. Then they get Arkansas State, then they get Purdue, then they get Creighton, Arizona. It just gets tougher from here. And they don't hit SEC play until January 6th against Vanderbilt, which is going to be tough. So, for Alabama to win this game, what do they have to do? They got to play good defense inside. They have a really good chance to win, by the way. They've given up on average 74 points, 75 points, and they're scoring 97. Compare that to Clemson, and it's not even close. I think Alabama can win and outscore Clemson big time. Clemson might be 5-0. They've yet to play a road game this year. So, and Alabama is undefeated at home. Could they lose tonight? Alabama could lose tonight. I think this is almost a toss-up game, but I mean, what do the experts say? The spread's 9.5. Give me a break. I'm not here to make a score prediction, but I do think Alabama can win this game. And honestly, would it surprise me if Clemson won? Maybe a little bit. I think Clemson keeps it close, but I think at the end of the day, Alabama's going to pull away, and they're going to be the bigger giant that has what it takes to win. So we got a lot of basketball left. Clemson's on a 5-game win streak. I think that ends tonight. Alabama's only 1 game back with the win over Oregon the other night. And I think that they go to 2 wins in a row here, getting the win on Tuesday. So, that game in Tuscaloosa, 7:30, but, 8:30. Catch me on that. 8:30, not 7:30. 9.5 is the line. I don't know. Bama could probably win by 10. If they do, they cover. There's no way to win by 9.5 points, but you can win by 10 or more and cover the spread. I think they could do it. I'm not here to put down Clemson or anything. I think that they are really good. I think that they got a really, really good team. I think Graham Neff is a good athletic director. And Brad Brownell is a really good head coach. He's been there for quite some time. I think he's, really, really good. So, and they got over 1,000 wins in men's basketball. They're just over 500. So, I think that, they do have some work to do this year, but it's definitely going to be a challenge for the Crimson Tide. Let me know if you got a score prediction down below in the comments. I really would appreciate it. Looking at this game, looking back to Ohio State even, it was rough for Alabama. It really was. But who's to say Ohio State's not going to be a really good team this year? We'll see. They played, you got to think, were they overlooking them for Oregon or somebody? We don't know. They started out basically back on the 6th with, I think it was like Morehead State. So, then they played all these teams. They played like South Alabama and Mercer, and they won, and they lose to Ohio State. Then they beat Oregon. They could lose tonight, but at the same time, they very well could win the game. So, I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to pick Alabama to win. I don't know about the spread and them winning by 10 points, but it's possible. It's doable, and it's not out of reach. I believe that. I just don't know what's going to happen. But good luck to Clemson. It should be a good game. It's at Coleman Coliseum tonight in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And we look forward to the matchup. I love you guys. God bless. I'll be on the radio tonight for high school basketball at Cold Springs, Alabama. I'm looking forward to it. I love y'all. Peace out. And roll tide.